test for a second. Alright. I always forget how to start these things. But anyways. Alright. Tyrant here, and I'm here with Chris.
Hi.
And we just got done watching Pokemon I Choose You, or I don't know what it's called.
I Choose You.
I Choose You.
I Choose You.
It's the latest Pokemon movie. We were lucky enough to have it premiere at a Fathom events near us. Sort of. There were some issues.
Couple.
But let's talk about the film first.
Talk about the issues first.
No, I'm not going to talk about the issues.
Let's talk about the issues
The issues,
first.
no.
Let's talk about the issues. Come on, everybody wants to know. Wow, I wonder what happened. Wow.
We can talk about it at the end. If you like,
let's talk about it at the beginning. Now, get it over with. Just get your saltiness out of the way.
Okay, so this is outside the film. This is the issue occurred at our screening of Pokemon I Choose You. So
see, we didn't have any picture. It was like old times. Only sound.
The old times they had picture. We had the reverse.
No,
we had reverse. Sound, no picture.
Yeah.
So for the first few minutes of the film, we were not able to actually see the film, but we were able to hear it. So the nostalgia level went super down.
No, you mean super up. Real nostalgia. There's no television, only radio.
Okay, you're right, kind of. But no, it was disappointing because I knew what the thing was in the background was, because it was the original intro to the first episode of the first show of them doing the battle of the competition. I wanted to see that animated, and it was sad and disappointed. It was actually super sad that there was an actual child crying in our screening.
That was hilarious. I thought that was funny as shit. Oh my god, I do not do that. I thought it was, I don't know, man. That was fun because the parent wasn't there, and it was just like the two kids or whatever, and then I guess one of the kids was like, no picture. That was funny.
It was extremely disappointing because I've been wanting to see this film, but when they announced it, and we were lucky enough to have it near us, but to have it doing it like this, it's really disappointing. And when some of the other people watching it were able to talk to the staffers, they still did not even rewind it all the way. We only got like 3 minutes backwards.
Yeah, dude.
So it's not even worth. It was really disappointing. I was extremely disappointed with how they presented this, and we did not even get any apologies from anything. It was
just like, oh yeah, don't worry, guys. We're gonna let the guy rewind it for a few minutes back. Don't worry, we got you.
Yeah, that's extremely disappointing. It's extremely disappointed.
2 stars on Yelp review.
I don't know, Regal, you gotta get yourself together.
Get your shit together, Regal.
Yeah. But anyways, okay. Now that
Back
drive's over,
happy time.
let's actually talk about the film. So, what was your overall feeling about the film, Chris? What did you think?
I was like, damn. Back when I was a kid. Pokemon, don't know what this is about. A little thing called Pikachu is a mouse, and it does electric things. I don't know, it's pretty cool. And then yeah, it was good. It's good nostalgia. Although I don't know who those 2 characters were, honestly.
They're just brand new characters.
Really, those are brand new?
They are just brand new characters added for this film, specifically for this film. They're just new characters.
Dumb.
No, it worked. It worked because I like what they did. I enjoyed the film for what it was. It's just a nostalgia factor, and I'm glad because if they would have kept it just original 151, I'm glad that they incorporated everything, and I'm glad I didn't really see too many previews for this thing, except that the first one that came out, because throwing in a bunch of other things. I'm not gonna spoil it. We're not gonna talk spoilers yet, but we're gonna just talk about the film because it was the sound was amazing. Everything was on point for a Pokemon movie. The artwork is in that classic style, not the current Sun and Moon cartoonish style, or that childish style. It has it more back from, I would say,
when they were with that one
black and white.
What's the
I think it's black and white.
Yeah, black and white.
It's that more adult version of Ash, and that style works really well for this film. And the storyline actually is pretty good. I like what they did. It wasn't just Ash trying to do all this gym stuff.
I'm glad it wasn't like one of those other ones where he meets like a new legendary Pokemon and he just like, you know.
No, it's a journey, and I like that. It's nice because and on this journey we get little nods. But for now, with that, we'll go to spoilers in a few seconds. So, did you enjoy the film?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did.
Would you recommend people to see this film if they like Pokemon?
I would recommend it if you like Pokemon, or if you haven't seen Pokemon in a while, because it just like makes you like go back from like episode like day one, and it's like it's good for like nostalgia. Like I said, it's good for nostalgia. Like I remember that time. Good one, Pikachu. But like I said, it's just like I didn't know about the brand new characters. I was like, I don't know who those people are.
So. Yes, I say as well, it was a wonderful film. I enjoyed it. It did have nostalgia. Besides some of the issues we occurred from our little rant earlier, it was a nice film. Now we're going to go into spoilers. So anyone who doesn't want to hear this, you can finish it now, because we're going to start talking about it now.
Wow.
So, they did a lot of callbacks. I liked it. They did so many little storylines that I really liked. Because I knew they were going to do the intro Ash, Pikachu, Sparrow issue. And that was like, that's classic.
I was going to say, and this is where Ash went into a coma and never woke up ever again.
Well, if you think about it, that's a horrible... One of our friends is deathly afraid of birds. Imagine that situation.
Yeah, I would feel sorry for her.
Because if you think about it, there's a huge amount of
pretty much a bunch of pigeons coming at you for no goddamn reason, other than you threw a rock at one. Like, the fuck?
That was another fun part. They did a lot of little storylines. I like that they did the Charmander storyline.
That was good.
I like that they did the Butterfree one.
Oh, I remember that episode. Oh, so many sad times. Like, no, Butterfree.
They did it nicely, and I like that. They did it well. Now, you were talking about the new characters added. So there was 3 new characters added to Ash's kind of we'll say arrangement. So the 2 new quote unquote friends / followers, we had, I don't remember their names. Shit.
Sora and something else. That's the dude's name. I don't know what the chick's name was.
Fuck, I should have paid more attention. But they were from other regions. One had a Lucario, one had a Piplup, and I liked that. They had their own little stories themselves, and I like that. And they also showed
his rival.
Yes, rival Cross. I liked him. He was
seems like pretty much all of them
in one.
No, I was like, he reminds me of you and Danny every time you guys looking for him. Now this Pokemon sucks. I need to get one with a better IV. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. No, you guys are a bunch of dicks to your Pokemon.
I don't care. Animals. I need the best of the best.
Yeah, whatever, Jesus. Yeah, you still suck with your Pokemon. I still beat you with my shitty Pokemon.
I don't care. Anyways, I liked him. His design was good. I liked his arrangement of Pokemons. He had Incineroar and Lion Rock.
I like
Lycanroc.
Lycanroc was sick.
I like that design. I looked those designs for them, and it worked really well with Cross. The way they did his character. The same way they did Zoro with his Lucario and the female character that escapes us at the moment, and her Piplup. Here's the sucky part. Ready? Here's the sucky part that bugged me a little bit. So they did the Charmander storyline early on, and throughout the whole thing, Charmander finally evolves all the way to Charizard, and I like that. It worked. It worked for this. But this girl, he has a Piplup, never evolves towards the end.
Maybe she didn't want to evolve. You never know.
True. But overall, the main plot is Ash going through this journey to go find Ho-Oh. This is the plot of the story, and I actually thought that was a nice line they were doing, because usually Ash has to save the world from something.
Yeah, save the world. Fucking 10-year-old saving the world. 10 years old for like what? How many years has it been now since Pokemon's been out?
Long.
Exactly.
Years, yeah.
And he is still 10 years old. Oh, no, he can't go up to 11. Nope, sorry. That defeats the purpose. Oh, he's going to be 12. Nope, no can do.
Apparently a year in that world just lasts forever.
And then he moves to pretty much Hawaii. Okay, that's pretty much where he's at right now in the real world. He's in Hawaii.
Well, that's actually a different dimension. Anyways, so they did this story. I like that because there is no real super big consequence if he failed. But it was Ash trying to find Ho-Oh using the rainbow feather and traveling with these two people because they really, and along the way they meet up with Entei, Raikou. I like that. I chuckled when this one character was trying to catch an Entei.
I laughed like, yeah, okay, bud. Trying to catch an Entei with a Vaporeon.
Hey, that's not a bad idea, but no, an Entei, in the true sense of the Pokemon world, an Entei is beastly, legendary. It's gonna take a lot more than one Pokemon.
And then I like how they compare it to Ash's size. Like, that thing's huge.
Yes, like I like the scaling of the Pokemon, because you never really think too hard about the scaling of Pokemon, but they did a really good job, and I like that. It was, it just brought a lot of little things.
I just made me laugh every time someone's like, oh, I'm gonna capture an Entei. Okay. And like, yeah, okay, but like, that's a common Pokemon. No.
But along the way, they meet Suicune, and then they see Raikou, and yes, it was really fun to watch. Seeing all these little things, seeing all these little storylines, it was really fun.
You know who the best one was out of the whole movie?
Who was your favorite?
The best? I mean,
your best scene?
Hands down the best scene ever. Legit, hands down the best scene is when Caterpie evolved to Metapod.
Oh god, yes, that made me laugh because like he's useless now.
I know, like, uselessness. You finally came, yes.
Because he was actually okay when he fought. Okay, so there's a scene where Caterpie is fighting a Pinsir, and we thought, are you serious? But no, this Caterpie is actually pretty beastly, and he can like chuck a Pinsir. But no, then he becomes a Metapod.
Metapod. What legend says that his skin is made of pure Nokia phones. That's why he's unbreakable.
Oh, but no, I like that. And then they did the Butterfree storyline, and I love that because you got to see the shiny, quote unquote, Butterfree. Colors. I love that. Was fun. They did that whole moment. It lasted long enough. It didn't stretch out or wasn't too short. That would have been really sucky.
That would have been.
There's one thing that really tripped me up was so there's another Pokemon that they introduced, Marshadow. And he's kind of like the guide or the shadow. He's the guide.
According to that old guy.
That follows the person who's trying to do this journey. And he actually kind of like puts Ash in a nightmare, and that was pretty trippy.
That was pretty funny.
Because it made Ash kind of go into the normal world, our world.
Yeah, our world.
Where there's no Pokemon or anything.
It's just balls.
It's really, really like, wow. It was...
They put it in perspective, like, damn, what kind of world do you live in where there's no Pokemon, no fun, no adventure? Nah, dude, we live in a world where...
Well, that's realistic, where 10-year-olds don't go out.
10-year-olds decide just play on their Xboxes nowadays, or on their computers and their YouTubes or something. They don't go outside and play. Nah, they just stay inside.
But that was pretty trippy. I liked it, and I liked how they did it in grayscale. You know, it really like that.
So monotone. Oh my goodness, this world sucks. Yeah.
Now here's two of the biggest spoilers. They do a Pokemon the first movie trope. They did the Pokemon first movie finale with Ash.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Now I know what you're talking about.
And then they did the Pikachu thing.
Oh yeah. I was like,
okay, so let's talk about the Pikachu thing. What did you...
Ash's Pikachu?
Ash's Pikachu.
Oh, Pokemon Go reference. Got him.
What did you think of that moment?
That was stupid. I was like, wow.
So,
they actually made a Pokemon talk to Ash. Okay. It's not just any Pokemon. It is Pikachu, right? Because apparently there's not that many other Pikachus around. Whoa. But yeah, it's
so yeah, and there is a scene where Pikachu talks,
and it's a girl. Confirmed. It's a girl.
And yeah, it's a thing.
And he actually talks to Pokemon. His dad is some sort of super being that no one knows, because you never really get to see Ash's dad ever.
But yeah, it's that I'll just leave it. It was.
I mean, if you don't mind it, that it's a good scene, because oh my god, Pikachu can talk or whatever. Or he's talking.
Well, he was getting hit with attacks. I think some hemorrhages doesn't hurt.
I'm pretty sure he's just he's imagining, he's being delusional at that point with all the damage, literally all the damage he took, because he took like what?
A lot.
2 hyper beams and what was it?
A couple hits. He took a ton of hits.
He just took a lot of damage.
But
a lot of damage.
And going to that, He takes major hits at the end with multiple Pokemon attacking him during this whole situation with Marshadow. And then Ash dies. Ash dies. And I was like, again. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's a thing. They're doing
I actually thought he was going to die. I thought that was the end of the movie, and I was like, oh, it was just a dream. And that I would have been pissed, and I would have been laughing too.
I would have been really pissed if they did the whole Pokemon crying shit. I would have been really pissed.
I would have been laughing. I'm like, oh my goodness, we're back to Pokemon the movie. Wow, what are we, 2001? Jesus.
Actually, no, Pokemon, the first movie, I think, came out in 1998. Biggest 2000, remember Pokemon 2000?
That's when I first saw it, though.
But anyways, I would have been upset if they did that.
That would have been hilarious.
I was hoping they were going to do some cool thing, except Ash kind of realizing or some shit, but like Ho coming and reviving him or something.
I thought like the Entei, Suicune, and Raikou were going to come and intervene, but...
Oh, that would have been sick. I was actually waiting for that. I was really waiting for them to intervene. That would have been so sick.
That would have been awesome.
But there was... It worked still because you saw a lot of emotion from Pikachu, and I liked that. There was a lot of feels in this movie. If you really enjoyed Pokemon and you've seen all those scenes, it'll bring you back nostalgia. It'll bring back the feels, and I liked what they did. I can't say much more than that. The battles were amazing. There were so many. It's a really good Pokemon movie. It's not the greatest Pokemon movie, but it's still a really fun one to watch. Is there anything else you want to say?
I need to go play Pokemon again. That's what I need to do. I'm going to grab my DS, play some Pokemon, probably get some of the Pokemon that I missed. Probably not. Like, can you still get Marshadow? I don't think so anymore.
You can go to a GameStop and they do have some.
Fuck. Well, yeah. It makes you want to play Pokemon, that's for damn sure. At least for me, because, I love Pokemon, so... I'm gonna go do that. Gonna go play some Pokemon. Probably not, honestly. I'm not gonna play Pokemon. I'm gonna play some other games. But
it's still on your mind.
I still want to watch the other Pokemon movies now because I want to see it. Now it makes me want to go see the one where he faces the Reggies. That one I liked. Or I want to see Pokemon the first movie, and I want to see Pokemon the one with the unknowns. Those are the ones I want to see right now.
So, we're going to end it there. We had fun watching the movie. Without some of the technical issues we had, it was still a fun movie to watch.
What's your rating, Jesus? Tell right now. Give me the final rating. The final slam dunk on the ratings.
Rating is a smiley face with a thumbs up.
Awesome.
Your rating?
Smiley emoji, crying emoji.
Okay, then. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to catch more Pokemon, catch us on our Pokemon...
Hit that subscribe-a-rooney button for more amazing content, more movie reviews. You know what? Might as well do game reviews. Coming soon. Probably not. But hey, if you want to, hit that subscribe-a-rooney button.
And catch us every other week at our Pokemon Go podcast, Pogo Radio. And until next time, bye.